welcome back to my channel. I'm Bethany from Naughty Girl Crochet / Skein Appeal. What have I been up to? I don't think I have any finished objects this week, unless you count spinning yarn a finished object. I honestly can't remember if last time I was still in the middle of, oh, my eyes itchy, working on like the sock that I currently have in testing. Pop a picture in here in case I didn't. I'm pretty sure I did, but I can't remember, and honestly I was too lazy to go look at the previous video. So the only other sort of new exciting things happening over here is I've started dyeing yarn. So probably like, what, you've been selling hand dyed yarn for a little bit. I've been using food safe dyes, food coloring, things like that. So I live in a condo with an open concept kitchen and a cat that needs to be in the middle of everything. So I haven't been able to try acid dyes, but then I found this like space in the city that has a very small dye kitchen that you can rent for certain periods of time. And so I had some acid dyes and I started playing around. I only went once, and then I used up the bare yarn that I had, and so I had to wait for more to come. And so some arrived. I was gonna go yesterday, but then I wasn't able to. It's rented out in specific time blocks, so it's not like I could be like, oh, I need it from 3 to 6. It's like they have designated hours and you have to be there within 15 minutes of the start time, or you lose the reservation. And if you do that too many times, they kick you out. So I'm not gonna have time to go again until next week, just because of, timing of things I have to do, appointments, things like that. But I did get a whole bunch of bare yarn. Some lessons have been learned with both the dye and the yarn. I think I might actually just do a whole separate video that is like lessons from the dye kitchen or something, like what I've learned so far. And I don't know if I'll make it like a monthly series or something like that. In case any of you are looking at dyeing yarn, whether it's with acid dyes or not, you don't make the same mistakes I did. But yeah, it was super fun. I'll pop a picture in here of some of the yarn that I dyed. Yeah, it's really fun. Looking forward to doing it again. My one issue is so you obviously have to leave the chemicals there in a chemical cabinet. There's not a ton of space, so I couldn't really make up really large dye stocks, which is what I was originally planning. So I have to kind of mess around with that a little bit, but we'll save that chat for the other video. Oh, let me get comfortable. I was trying so hard to set this up so that I was using the back camera of the phone, because I know that's clearer, but I just couldn't get it in a way that, like, yeah, it wasn't working. It was super like low or too high or off, and yeah. So we're filming with the front facing camera. But yeah, if I sound stuffy, I'm not sick. I have really bad allergies, specifically to dust, which, unlike seasonal allergies, dust is year-round, and it doesn't matter. You could clean, wherever you're living, top to bottom, every single day, and there's still going to be dust. You cannot get rid of dust 100%. It's unavoidable, and there's ups and downs. Right now I'm in a down. I am very congested. My eyes are itchy, which is why I keep scratching at them. I do have a referral into an ENT, because last time I saw an ENT was just before COVID. Like, literally, I saw an ENT and the week later the world shut down. So I've been on the same medicated nasal spray since then, and it's like anything, after you take it for too long, you develop a bit of a resistance to it, or it just doesn't work, and at this point, I don't think it's doing much of anything. So yes, that's why I'm stuffy. So I'm not sick, just dust. So, if you're wondering about my shirt, I'd rather be knitting. I'll leave the Spreadshirt shop link down below. You know what, maybe we'll start with, wow, this is all over the place today, sorry. Yes. So, there's 2 new designs in the Spread Shop, and so Spread Shop is a third-party print-on-demand company. They handle everything. You basically just upload the designs, set basically your commission of how much you're going to make off of each, which is not a lot. Because the base price of the items are quite high, but they're really good quality. Like, I did try and get samples from some different print-on-demand services, and Spreadshop is just so superior. I was like, you know what? I'd rather get, like a really tiny commission and have the products be really good quality than, get a larger commission, but it's, garbage, scratchy shirts, or the stuff, the print is peeling off, whatever. These are really good quality. I've ordered several. I have a couple hoodies, a couple t-shirts. But they have a wide range of things. One of the things I shouldn't say they don't have. They have stickers, but this is the one thing I'm like, what? Their only sticker size option is 4 inches. So it's like massive stickers. I'm like, who needs a 4-inch sticker? So I looked around and I found a company online that I could get custom stickers printed, and so the 2 new designs that are available in the Spread Shop I got made into stickers, and so they are available at Skein Appeal, not Spread Shop, just because I'm selling them directly. So when you order them, I mail them to you. Right now I have a bit of a promotion going on that if you buy anything from the shop whatsoever, if you throw a sticker in the cart, whichever one you choose, you get it for free. So yeah, let me show you the 2 designs. Oh, maybe I should push closer. There we go. Okay. Here's the baggie. So here's design number 1. Ooh, cover my face. No, show the sticker. Show the sticker. Here's design number 1. Like I said, in the Spread Shop, you can get these on t-shirts, bags, mugs, basically everything but stickers. Oops. Here's design number 2. Come on. There we go. So for my fellow Skull and Bones lovers, these are available for you at Skein Appeal right now. If you want it on any other item, check out Spread Shop. Alright, so let's jump into, like I said, I don't have any finished knit or crochet items, but I do have a couple finished spinning items. So I've been using my new EEW6. I had a Nano to start, and I used it for over a year, and I told myself when I got it, okay, if you use it, consistently enough and you really enjoy it, eventually you can, size up. I can't think of the right word right now. Not size up, but I guess size up, but you know what I mean, go up to the next level. So I went up to the next level and I got an EEW6, which the bobbins are significantly bigger. I am going to do a review comparison of the 2 different machines. If you were looking for an electric spinning wheel that is, not an arm and a leg, this is for you. It's still expensive, but it's not quite as expensive because a lot of it is 3D printed as opposed to wood. What you're paying for in the Ashfords and things like that is the wood. The actual motor and things like that, that's not what you're paying for. What you're paying for is the wood, because wood's expensive. But yeah, so if you're fine with, the body of the machine and the bobbins being plastic, this is the way to go. It's fantastic. I love it. I can't recommend it enough. So yeah, so this is a braid that spun up that I got at Knit City, Vancouver in the fall. It was called Love is a Battlefield. My original plan was I was gonna spin it up, have it done, applied for Valentine's Day. I was gonna get Valentine's socks. Yeah, no, it didn't even come close to happening. And so I was slightly like, I split the braid in half and I tried really hard to like, I wanted the colors to line up. Didn't happen. Is what it is. So I have a bit more of a like, there's some parts that are really solid and then there are, come on phone. Then there are some parts that are, this does not want to focus on the like stripey like you can see right here. Which is fine. This was an MCN. I have to be honest, didn't love spinning it. It was a little bit, I'd say, soft for me. And I don't like a super rough, scratchy fiber. Like I don't want to have to really be like trying to draft it. But this was like spinning with butter. I just spit. It was a great video so far. Yeah, it was just like so soft. I don't know all the correct spinning terminology. I probably should learn. But wasn't my favorite. It's beyond soft. Like whatever I make, this is gonna be crazy soft. But I just didn't really enjoy the spinning of it. It was a little bit too fluffy and soft for me. Like it felt like it was just flying out of my hands too fast. But is what it is. I think any cashmere yarn in it with in the future, I will buy pre-yarned, pre-spun. I don't know if I'd spin with an MCN again. Didn't super enjoy it, but whatever. And so I had a little bit, you know when you spin, if you're a spinner, and then you have a little bit left over on the bobbin, you're just like, ugh, what do I do with it? I wanted to learn how to do chain plying, or you may have also heard of it called Navajo plying. And I tried it with the little bit of leftover this, and it was too soft. And so I had a bobbin of just a little bit of leftover of, this was some alpaca I got at a local alpaca farm. And so this was my first sort of attempt at chain plying. Not the greatest chain ply ever. You'd be able to tell if it would focus, Jesus. But yeah, not the best, but it let me get the motion of it down pretty well. So then I had a couple bobbins of, I had gotten an Advent this year from On a Quest for Fiber, and I didn't spin the entire thing. I spun probably about half of it. And so the bobbins that I spun, I then did, you know, all of them in this, like the chain plying. So the 3-ply, not perfect, but not the worst. Like, it's gonna be usable. I don't know why this is like not focusing today. It just wants to focus on me. Anyway, so that's my I need to get these off the bobbins and set them and all of that, but yeah, been doing a lot of spinning. Let's, okay, where are we gonna go next? Whips. So sloth bag, living in the sloth bag. I've not put much work into this, but this is the Mo Slub shawl. I really need to move it to a bigger cable, but yeah, it's kind of hard to show. Haven't put in that much work on it. I've done a couple more rows. So the slub part is, I got it in a D stash, and it was by Wool & Baron, and the mohair is, I don't remember the, was it Grapefruit by Chelsea. Passion fruit, and it was a fruit by Chelsea Lux. It's gorgeous. But yeah, I haven't done a ton of work on this. Not gonna lie, it's a little bit like finicky. I don't know if I love working with just straight mohair, not help with something else. But it's kind of my like here and there if I need a break from whatever else I'm knitting on. I do a couple rows here and there. So she's not going very fast. My next whip is I'm doing one of the Midsummer socks by Summerly Knits. I don't remember which one it is. It's a pack of 3. It's one of the 3. So it uses a forethought heel, which I'm not great at. I'm not great at forethought or afterthought, but I want to get better at it. So sock 1 is done minus the heel, obviously. And so for the main color, focus, is Caviar and Cigarettes by Leo and Roxy, and the body of the sock is a whole bunch of leftovers from the Treehouse Knits Beetlejuice Advent that I got. So sock 1 minus the heel, and I'm on to sock 2. This is a little progress keeper from Black Crow Magic, it's a little unicorn horn, and I'm using ChiaoGoo 9-inch circulars to 0.25. I know not everyone loves a 9-inch circular. I do, but I have baby hands, so I'm fine. They hurt my hands at all. And this is living in, I need to get better at saying what the projects are living in. This is by Lila Styles. I got this. This is one of my first like nice project bags I bought myself. So it is Spellman Mortuary sign from the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. My third whip is also / acquisitions. So the bag's not acquisition. I had this bag for a while. This is by Longview Creations. Love her bags. I have several. A project I've always wanted to, not always, for the last, couple of years wanted to make was the Rose cardigan by Andrea Mowry. And I was so intimidated by it. And I've been off and on being like, oh, I'm going to start it. I'm going to start it. I'm going to start it. And then, lost my train of thought. Lobby Anime, during the Vogue Knitting Live weekend had a special free worldwide shipping code. So I took advantage of it and I got one of her kits for the Rose cardigan. And so I got the Tang kit. So I'll try and show you the yarn first. So this is color 1. Color 2. Color 3 is still attached to part of it. And color 4. Let's see if I can. There we go. So I started this and was like, oh my god, I can't believe, it's not the simplest thing I've ever made, but it's not hard. The hard part is going to come when I have to seam it because I'm not good at seaming, but it's actually really easy. I'm kicking myself for not having done it sooner. So this is the piece I'm working on. So you do it in 4 pieces. So this is one of the back pieces. Am I showing it to you right? Yes. So there's this cable that runs all the way along. And so you keep this part live because you do a 3 needle bind off to attach the 2 backs, which I think it's this way. but in the back. Yeah, this will give you an idea of like, so it's one of those like dolman styles, whatever it's called, the like batwing style sleeves. It's a pretty oversized sweater. I am on panel 2 of 4, and then I need to knit the like collar band thing, and then seam it, pick up for the rimming and cuffs and all of that. But yeah, I am really enjoying it. This yarn is absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful to work with. If you've been thinking about knitting the rose cardigan and you've been afraid, just do it. Just do it. It is not that bad. The last thing I have to show you is actually a sewing project. So I would like to try and start making more and more complicated sewing things. So I decided to try and make a firefly tote. This is by far the most complicated thing I've sewed. It's taken me multiple sessions. I'm still not done. I have a few little things left to do, but she's like 95% done. So she's also covered in cat hair because I was stupid and went with black canvas. So here she is so far. Oops. So we have an inner, I'm going to show you, it's like an inner pocket in the front here. And then we have a, stop focusing on me, zip pocket in the front. Okay. You have handles. And I did put these guys here to make a like crossbody strap. I still have to sew that. I also still have to like around the top here, do a little bit of top stitching. It said you didn't have to, but it's not really staying tacked down for me, so I'm just gonna do it. So I don't love the drawstrings that I used, but it's what I had, so I'm gonna switch those out at some point. So this is the like top part that like, you know, cinches in. And this is also, so you can kind of like fold it down. The lining fabric. And Jesus, I have no idea how people show this. This is a disaster. There's pockets inside. This is the lining fabric and there's pockets. I don't know how to show this. I'll take pictures and you'll see it on Instagram. But yeah, there she is. She's big. I made the tote size. I think next one, I would like to make another one also just to practice some of the skills. But like, I'd probably make the project size one. I may even play with scaling the pattern down even further to try and make like little sock ones. Because it only comes in the 2 sizes, project and tote. But we'll see, maybe when I'm out to make the tote size, or yeah, the tote project size one, it will be like small enough. But yeah, this is, that's really loud. This webbing was ridiculously expensive because it's Tula Pink, but I wanted it. The fabric on the front is ice dyed by Spin Cycle Yarns. They did an update a while ago of some different kinds of fabric. The ice dyed, I got a couple chunks of their cotton. So that's what that is. The inner fabric is from a shop called Beck's Fabric here in Ontario. And the canvas, I don't remember what the shop name is that I got it from, but I'll put it here. I ordered basically everything online. And yeah, that's what I've been sewing. I'm almost done. But yeah, that's everything. Basically, the rose cardigan has been taking up a lot of my knitting time, and I've obviously been doing a lot of spinning and the sewing. But yeah, that's basically everything. Yeah. Is there any questions you would like me to answer in the like what I've learned so far about dyeing video? Put them in the comments below. Yeah, can't really think of anything else. It is a gross rainy day here in Toronto, but at least it's not snowing. It snowed like every other weekend for the last couple weekends. So, I mean, at least it's above 0. So, that's everything. I'll try and leave links to everything that I can remember to in the description box below. Follow us on Instagram and all of that for more regular updates. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.